Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer workshop. My name's Baer. I'm on a mobile stream. We're going to wait a few moments. It's the afternoon. I'm throwing the Bear Cave mode in there. If you're currently a subscriber, uh, you throw the mode in. If you're not a subscriber, I don't know, just say hi. We'll see if a few more folks want to join us. I'm not expecting a huge turnout today because this is an afternoon stream. Saturday's already our lowest numbers for viewers, so doing it on afternoon, kind of weird. Um, we got Humbao here, we got Durman. Thank you both for throwing the Bear Cave moat in there. Thanks for being here. Um, but yeah, this is a make good because um, I won't be streaming as much next week. I'm going to miss a stream next week probably. I'll be doing Monday and Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Um, and then I'm going to try to stream from my Airbnb, but I don't know if I'll be successful or not. So I didn't want to take off a stream on Saturday, but I'm working tonight. So here we go. Durman says, I forgot about the time don't, so I can actually hang out for like a half an hour. Well, Durman, I'm happy to have you here. This may be a thing where after a while I just like go onto Twitter and retweet and be like, hey, still streaming. Also, it doesn't affect things too much, but I can't figure out why this camera that I'm pointing at right now has washed everything out and everything is gray. This is a black hoodie. This is a gray shirt. This is a black background, and I've tried all my settings, and I have no idea why this is like it is. Can't figure it out. I got this hue around me of gray, but I don't think it affects things too much, so I think we'll be okay. Folks that are just joining, I am doing this as a mobile stream. Thanks for hanging out. If you're a subscriber, throw a Bear Cave emote there in the chat. Hey, if you use Twitch Prime, make sure you renew yourself. Next Tuesday will be the last stream of the month officially because I don't know if the one in Boston is going to work. So I will be doing my subscriber only giveaway. You could win some Lego sets. So you want to make sure that you're there for that. It looks like the auto lighting is turned on. You could try turning down the exposure and turning up the gain. Yeah, I've played with everything, and it's very strange. I don't know what's going on with it. I'll try one more time to go into properties here, and then that. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, that did not change anything. Huh, weird. I don't know. It shouldn't affect things too much, really. Uh, yeah. Um, you've got a lovely halo, though. Well, thank you, Humbao. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with it. It's fine. It might just be my laptop doesn't like the fact that I have two cameras that are identical. Um, Whereas sometimes when I do streams on the road, I just use my webcam on my laptop. But because this is the road is a place outside my apartment in the same city I live in, I brought both webcams, and I think it's the second webcam is just confusing things a lot. Um, but yeah, thanks folks that are here in the chat, folks that are watching. Hello. Um, we are going to finish up this 3-in-1 kit. We're going to build the actual underwater robot because that's the one I want to leave it as. Um, we've got a Naruto figure to start. We've also got in between, we're going to do Emmett's peace offering. This was sent to me by Durman. I'm glad you're here in the chat, Durman. Um, this is Emmett's peace offering, a giant heart, which is good because there's no minifigs in this 3-in-1, so it'd be nice to do a minifig. Um, so yeah, let's get going. Let's build a stingray. It looks like, yeah, or a manta ray. I think it's a manta ray. I don't know, but we're gonna start with that. But yeah, Epic Open World is here. Afternoon chat and Pat, a wild afternoon stream appears. Indeed, Epic Open World. I am covering a shift tonight because I am missing 2 shifts next weekend at my part-time job, so that I can go to Boston. So I picked up this shift on tonight, which meant that I wouldn't be able to stream my normal stream time. But I still wanted to give you all a stream on Saturday since I don't know what's going to go on next week with that Wednesday stream. I'm going to try to stream on Wednesday, but like I said, I have no idea if it'll work. But yeah, happy to have you here, Epic Open World. German, Humbao, great crew already here in this fine afternoon. Hopefully, a few more folks will join us as we go. If not, that's also okay. I'm fine with that. Um, it happens. I had a audition today here in the same. Oh no, a piece fell. Can I reach it with my foot? Let's see if I can reach it with my foot. Yeah, I can reach it with my foot. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, all right, I did it. There we go. I need these. There's not an extra of these. You don't have a lot of extras in these 3-in-1s unless you're doing one that didn't use all the pieces it came with. Like a couple of the other sets we did had plenty of leftover pieces. This one shouldn't. Lego Yoga. Indeed, dear man. But yeah, I had an audition today here in the same building. It worked out very conveniently for me, and then I just killed some time. I went to Arby's, had some Arby's for lunch, and then because there's only one Arby's in New York, and it happens to be right near this building. So did that, and now I'm streaming, and we're building a Lego set. We're gonna work. We got that little Emmett little bag, and then we're gonna do a Naruto kit. I'm excited for that. Now, Durman sent me two of these actually, two of these sets, and one of them is gonna go as part of my giveaway for my community endurance run, John Bond Community Endurance Run charity stream that I'm doing next month on April 14th from 9 p.m. till midnight. It's a Sunday night. I'm going to be doing a Twitch Sing stream. And I have two giveaways, and that's going to be part of a giveaway with a Giant Bomb t-shirt. I have a Giant Bomb, the Jack-o'-lantern logo shirt. I have an extra of that. So I'm going to give that away along with that set. Arby's is an underrated fast food place. I agree with you, Epic Open World. Like I said, there's only one in the New York area that's easily convenient for me, and I don't go too often. But sometimes you just want curly fries and a big beef and cheddar. And you know what? I got both those things. I got curly fries. I got big beef and cheddar. Um, the Coca-Cola machine uh, didn't have a lot of stuff. It looked like it needed a refill. Um, so I got Coke with a little cherry Coke in it. Coke Zero with a little cherry Coke Zero in, I should say. But instead of going wild, I just went basic because they were out a lot of things. But it was still good. Still tasted very good. We did build this little the overhead's kind of hard to see, but I built this little underwater vegetation. You know what? I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit on this now that I'm looking at it. Let's see if I can zoom. Yeah. Okay. That's a little better. Um, beef and cheddar with horsey sauce. Indeed, dear man. That is the thing. Harold is now hosting. Thank you very much, Harold, for hosting the stream. Thanks for being here and chat with us, Harold. Always a pleasure to have you on board. Um, as much as I do genuinely miss, like the comforts of home and streaming from home, it is very nice to stream without the green screen. I prefer it. I think it looks cool and makes the stream like pretty unique as far as setting of it being, like the green screen behind, so that it can be like there, and so that I can use this can be way more of the set. Um, but not having to have stage lights on for the green screen is very nice. Yes, happy to have you here, Harold. I'm glad you're here. And we are almost done with our Stingray. I want to say this is a Stingray. Might be a manta ray, but we are done. Now it's time to build an underwater robot. We've built our manta ray here. I'll put my screen. I'll put that higher up so you can see it. There's the manta ray swimming around, doing its thing. If you can pull off a green screen, it's a really good look. Shame that so much goes into making it look good. Yes, Durman. And as many people have pointed out, my green screen does not always look great. because it is a sheet that I just hang up, and I have to set up lights and move some stuff. But and so when we do the game streams, when I'm just using the black curtain as my backdrop, it's so much easier. But it doesn't look as cool as the green screen. If I had an office and I could have that stuff set up full time, then I could build a proper stand and stretch my green screen out properly and make it so that it like and really balance the lighting, but it's not something I can do. I don't have that option, unfortunately. Uh, which is a bummer. Um, but I still think it looks cool, and it is neat that I can do it. Because I don't mind this setup, but I prefer to have it so when I'm like here, I like that better. Really, honestly, it's just great to know that I have this opportunity. Like, I cannot currently stream at home at 4 p.m., but I can do it here. We are on a Wi-Fi signal right now, no drop frames, only 20 kilobytes bit rate. The bit rate's low, but we're not playing a video game, so I'm fine with it. It's mostly just nice knowing that this is an option I still have. Uh, And because I'm using this headset, you shouldn't hear things happening in other rooms. There's the chance you will, but you shouldn't hear too much. We are in a place where there is improv rehearsals happening and practices and classes. So you may hear some things, but hopefully it won't be distracting. Okay, so my Arby's trip was great, right? I want to talk about a food thing that was bad. I had a bad food time last night, and I want to tell you about it. So Uh, I worked last night late, got out a little later than normal because I had extra work to do. Uh, got in my head, I'm gonna get a slice of pizza. There's a pizza place right near me. It's 12:30. They should still be open because it's a Friday night. I'm gonna go get myself a slice or two of pizza. It's a good pizza place. Well, they were closed, and that makes sense because uh, the trains have been basically not running in my neighborhood on the weekends starting late Friday night. So they just close early, and that's fine. It makes sense. So no pizza. There's some delis near me. I'm like, I guess I go to the deli. There's a food truck, and it's one of those like food trucks that's designed for when people are, leaving a bar intoxicated. They have a lot of lots of French fry options, lots of like layers and lots of stacks, lots of sandwiches that have stuff inside of it, stuffed sandwiches, stuff like that. Comfort food, greasy comfort food. Sounds good. I'm gonna go for it. I see that they have this like chicken parmesan hero, and I'm like, I could go for that. But instead of uh, mozzarella cheese on it, they put uh, mozzarella sticks, like fried mozzarella sticks, like breaded mozzarella sticks. So it's like a weird version of that. So instead of breaded chicken in marinara sauce and then a cheese over it, you're getting breaded chicken in marinara sauce in a hero, and then on top of it, you're getting fried mozzarella sticks. And I was like, yes, that sounds great. So I order that. I'm kind of watching it, talking to a guy who's ordered right after me. Uh, so far, so good. I eat one of those. Yes, indeed, both of y'all know what's up, right? So I make this order. I'm, I'll admit this. I'm a little tired. I'm not paying as much attention as I should be because I don't see the final step that this person does, which is a bad step. Take the sandwich, go home. It's like a 2-minute walk from my place. Go home, unwrap the sandwich. No mozzarella sticks. Instead, French fries. And you know, and I know that French fries are good and also can be good in a sandwich. But basically, this sandwich was just a hero, toasted hero, cut open with uh, chicken that had been breaded in and cooked in a marinara sauce, and then French fries dumped on top of it. So there's no Parmesan, no Parmigiana. There's no cheese at all in my thing. So I just went to my kitchen and got some cheddar cheese, cut it up, and put that on there so I had some kind of thing. And that wasn't what I wanted. And I was close enough that I almost went back. It was only $7, and it was a lot of food for $7. That's the reason I didn't go back. But I very much thought about going back and being like, hey, give me my mozzarella sticks. So it should have just been called chicken marinara with fries. The idea of mozzarella sticks instead of cheese was like it it appealed to me. It sounded good. I think it would have been a good sandwich. It just wasn't my sandwich. And believe me, it could have been way worse. I'm so happy it wasn't. Uh, Harold says nope. Durman says sounds to me like you made the best of a bad situation, though I've gone back for them sticks. Indeed, I did contemplate it. I mean, at that point it was 1 a.m. I was home. I wanted to eat fast so that when I went to bed in a couple hours, I wasn't going to have heartburn because I was up for another 2 hours or so. I just wanted to eat it, but those fries were fine. They just weren't what I wanted. You know, I wanted mozzarella sticks, and now I know, and I know to order something basic if I go there again, or to really watch, or to go, hey, I saw this thing. You do this, this, and this. I'll take that, and like literally say it out loud. I saw him over by the fryers. I just didn't see him take French fries out and put them on my sandwich. Grumble, grumble. Like if it had been um like a fried chicken with like mayo and lettuce, and you dump some French fries on top of that, that sounds awesome. But it didn't have cheese, and that was a requirement of the sandwich, was the cheese part. And now I want mozzarella sticks. Now I might go and get mozzarella sticks somewhere. I don't know. But then also I did eat Arby's today. So when I get home from after this, I go home, hang out for a little bit, then go to work. I'm gonna I have salad stuff at home. I'm gonna make a nice big salad for dinner. Got to eat up a bunch of stuff before I go to PAX. Because I'm going to PAX. Y'all know that. Um, I'll be leaving on Wednesday in the afternoon to do some setup. Uh, and then I will be there all day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, do the panel on Sunday, then be at the table. I'll be in Bandland. Can't miss it. If you're going to PAX, come say hi. I know that I'll see Harold there. I believe I'll see Mr. Bob there, who is not here this afternoon. Um, but I believe Mr. Bob will be there. If anybody else is going, make sure you come by the booth in Bandland, the League of Heels table, and say hi, and buy some merch if you want to. At the very least, if you didn't go to PAX West, you should buy the League of Heels PAX West, the West Coast Wishes poster. That's part of our classic merch, because it's an incredible poster. It's a Dragon Ball Z inspired poster. That's the best thing I think we've ever made. And we also have the video game shirt, which is, some say that it is a parody of the Bullet Club. But I say we sell that shirt and we don't sell it online. That's what I say. All right, so we're working on our underwater robot here. I need that West Coast Wishes poster, says Harold. Yes. Yeah, we have the West Coast Wishes. We have the ECW poster as well, the Everyone Can Wrestle poster, which is just a cute poster. And we got a few other things, Uh, we're probably going to debut a new item. We thought we might debut something here at Boston. We're probably going to wait on that just because stuff happened, and it's going to be easier to do that there. So we're kind of just like the League of Heels blue shirt. We're just going to get rid of our stock. I have very limited amounts of Run GFB that I will have with me for folks that want to pick that up. But you can buy the Run GFB shirt on our website. And you can buy bigger. Honestly, the video game shirt is the only shirt we don't sell on our website because we can't. But the other ones have bigger sizes too. So, you know, what's a Bullet Club? I know, right, Harold? I mean, also, you might not know. My number one request with that shirt was, I don't want bullets on it. It's my least favorite part of the Bullet Club. So we finally get to use this gauge. I'm going to bring it up here. This gauge is only used on the underwater robot. We didn't use it on either build, and it's great. There's no decals on this kit, so it's the only really touch of anything close to a decal. That is also kind of nice if there are any decals since it is a 3-in-1. But it's also, I like decals. I'm just going to go back and double check because I did miss a step at one point, but I caught myself, so I'm double checking. All right, so these clips we're going to use to put the bubble on the top of our robot. Then we need 2 of these. Yeah, I haven't followed wrestling since 2002. I usually have no idea what the okay. So Harold, there are some WWE superstars right now that kind of made a name for themselves in Japan with the a group called the Bullet Club. And the basic idea of the Bullet Club is that it was a bunch of American or international wrestlers, and they came in, and in one hand they were doing Too Sweet, and they were doing like NWO stuff, but they were also just like an evil group of foreigners. Um, and then they have like the U.S. version of it, and what ended up happening was like they went from being like a parody to just being a bunch of foreigners in Japan and Japanese wrestling, but also very cool. And so you've probably seen Bullet Club merchandise. They sell it at Hot Topic. It kind of took a life on its own, and then some of the original members ended up in WWE. And there's a tag team that's called The Club, um, and that's kind of like it's not their gimmick, but it is like their thing. Uh, is just that they're like they were big in Japan. Is kind of their deal. Um, but yeah, Finn Balor was a founder of it. AJ Styles like kind of took it over when Finn left, and it. Okay, so I'm missing a piece. Most likely, what happened was I dropped a piece on the floor in my apartment when I was deconstructing this stuff. So I am legitimately missing a piece for this build, which is really frustrating. Uh, so this charger here is connected. This is connected to this piece by a blue piece there, which I do not have right now. So when I'm done with this, I will see if there's any leftover pieces that can make it work. Otherwise, I will scrounge around to the pieces I have at home to make sure that this piece is there, uh, so the build is complete. I'm going to do a quick once look on the floor here, but I don't think I dropped it there. I most likely dropped it at home when I was disassembling, which is frustrating. Bullet sponge, yes, yeah. So Bullet Club parodies are popular. Doing one that just says video games is very fun, and it says League of the Heels on the back, and it's a good shirt. Um, but it is kind of funny that we made a parody of that. So much so that one of our distributors that we use was like, we can't make this shirt. And we were like, okay, all right. It's like, it's not enough of a parody. We were like, okay. So we went with someone else to make it. So like I said, I am missing a piece, and I don't think I'm going to have a leftover piece that's going to work with what I need to do. So I'll just put this aside and then hopefully find something at home that will do what I need to do, which is a shame. Next week is League of Heels. Start the hype train, indeed. Hello. Af, nice to see you there in chat. So I do apologize. My chat is pretty small because to have uh, I have OBS open, and then I also have chat on my 11-inch laptop here. We are using 21% of the CPU on this because this, even though this is like a gaming laptop from Alienware, it's still a few years old. It does remarkably well for this. The fact that I can do this at all makes me very happy, but sometimes I'm taking a risk trying to do more with it. But for this, works out great. But happy to have you here. Happy to have everybody here. Um, yeah, I'm done with almost all my prep work with League of Heels. I mean, there's a few things I need to do, like finish booking the Rumble, because people's schedules change. And then there was a person that, and it's just like one of those things. You make it work, and then sometimes you're like, wonder if this is working. So yeah, still have some work to do on that, but otherwise it's going pretty good. And then this goes here. Building ourselves a robot. Happy to do it. And there. But yeah, I'm annoyed that I can't find that piece. Like I said, I assume that when I'm done here, I will do a sweep of the room to see if I dropped it here, but I'm pretty sure it fell off at home in one of my disassemblies, and that's frustrating because it means that I won't be completing this fully. Luckily, it's not an integral structural part, it's just an accent part of the robot. So it's not like we're stuck and I can't finish it. But that, I guess, is one of the downsides of doing this on the road, is I don't have access to all of my stuff at home. Like, I could just go and grab a bin and find something that works. Even if it's not the right blue color, I could find that piece somewhere, I'm sure. Oh well. Did you see the Persona 5 trailer? Yes. Yes. Uh, sounds like a new character. I mean, I assume so. Um, what's mind-boggling is this screenshot. Wasn't his license revoked? Yes, his license to practice medicine. Yeah. I'm surprised about calling it Fez leads me to believe that it is a new protagonist who is, and not a Marie situation with Golden, where they just introduced a new character and changed the story around to have that character be very important. Um, am I also missing a y'all? Am I just missing pieces? Oh, there it is. No, good. I'm not missing that piece. That made me nervous. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they end up doing with Persona 5. Like, I'm more interested in that because I never finished Persona 5. I didn't like a new character could breathe new life into it and maybe make me care about the story more than I was, because I did not care about almost any of those characters and did not necessarily wish for them to succeed or fail or do anything. So, but I want to like a Persona game. I want to like Persona 5. I just did not like it. All right, so then this goes in here, which locks this in place. It allows us to turn this, as you can see, turn our robot, get some movement going. But yeah, I tweeted about the Persona 5 thing, but I wasn't, I'd like it to be, a protagonist, but who knows? Who knows? Could just be a retelling of the story with some new chapters. All right, so this goes in here like this. And then this goes like this. This seems to be the brains of our robot here. Okay. Oh, here we go. So I want to get into Persona, but in this huge, but I wish I could press a button to skip all the school stuff. I love the dungeon designs and social links, but I don't want to go to class. I mean, the school stuff is part of the whole, like, I understand that. I mean, the biggest problem with trying to convince someone to play Persona 4 is that you don't really have control of anything for a very long time because there's dream stuff and there's a whole lot of nonsense before you get to control. But I mean, I like the school stuff because I thought it was kind of interesting. Um, but I understand. I understand where you're coming from. Uh, Durman says I got to run. Have a great stream. Durman, thank you very much for hanging out. Thanks for picking up what we're going to build next. This Emmett, very nice. Happy to have you here. But I'll see you later. The school conversation was important to recommend you use that skip button for conversations. Yeah, I mean, look, I understand. I just really like, I don't know, I like the school stuff. Okay, so we got to bring our things in here. Okay, so we start with it like this. This goes in, that'll go in like that. So this goes down. This would go in like this, but we don't have the piece. And this goes like that into here. This looks pretty cool. This robot looks pretty neat, gotta say. Into it. So start with this. I'll do it here so you can see. Just feeding this around, feeding it through. Gotta get less slack here. That. And then that goes like that. That's pretty neat. And then, of course, that would go like that if I could find that piece. We'll see if there's anything that we have that'll kind of fake it among our leftover pieces. But I don't know. But yeah, that looks pretty neat. I like these tubes, these hoses. All right, so now let's build the legs, I guess. Yeah, I like the school stuff. I mean, like I said, like 5 didn't really do it for me, but 4 and Golden are both two of my favorite games. Um, I was going to talk about this in anime talk, but I'll say it now. Um, I got a hankering the other night to watch the Persona 4 anime. Now, Golden is on Crunchyroll, but Persona 4 isn't. So I just went and re-upped Hulu for a month because I haven't used Hulu in a while, so I let that expire. Re-upped that for a month so I could watch Persona 4 anime, which I recommend. I think it's really fun. I watched the subtitled, uh, which is why I have Hulu. It's for the subtitled version. And then because it's like a 24 episode, but their middle episodes is the one I really like. There's a two-parter which focuses on Nanako and some of the minor connections in 4. So you see there could create a bad ending for the game where the protagonist skips class every day. Yeah. So you see uh, the little kid that is having trouble with his stepmom, the young guy who doesn't have any friends and is just smart, but is only smart because he studies so hard, and he's finding out he's not actually that smart. Uh, you have the old lady who is, the old widow. You have the nurse who is, kind of really into you. It's basically, oh, and the stuck up beautiful girl is there. It's basically every minor character connection. Oh, and the sports friends are there. In these 2 episodes, Mysterious Fox, you meet all of them. The only ones you don't meet are either the music girl or the theater girl. And you don't meet you meet 2 out of 3 sad boys. You don't meet the sad boy whose sister was murdered. Um, but you get 2 out of 3 sad boys. And you get Nanako like trying to like figure out what's going on with her big bro. There's also fishing, like he's got the fishing gear. It's a great episode if you're really into um Persona 4. Uh oh, oh, I totally understand what you're saying, Af. Yeah. Um when they start going for Nanako, when they start going after Nanako, that's when you're like, no, no video game, no, beating this dungeon, getting this done. We're saving Nanako as fast as possible. We're not waiting around. We're not seeing people get sad. We're getting it done. We're gonna work it out. Gonna make it happen. It's my little cousin. She calls me Big Bro. What at one point someone was like, "Oh, is your Big Bro gonna help?" And she was like, "Big Bro, that's what I'm gonna call you for all time. That's your name now because you're a player character and you name yourself, and I don't know what it is. So I'm just gonna call you Big Bro for now on, or Aniki." And it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna save and protect you forever, Nanako. You're the best. Yeah, I mean, it is the most successful thing in Persona, I think, in any way, shape, or form. Uh, they spend so much time, like when you start going down like the social links are fun. Like, oh, you're gonna help someone figure out what they want to do with college. Oh, you're gonna help somebody like kind of psychoanalyze themselves for improvement. You don't help Nato at all in any actual way, shape, or form, but they think you do. So okay, I guess you do. Uh, but when one of your social link things is make life better for your uncle and your cousin, make their relationship stronger, and make the two of them like become like whole and a real family. It's like that's a nutty social link when also you're saving the world from being cast into the shadows. But you also got to make sure that your uncle like takes time from work to come home and like hang out with his niece and that like they talk about uh like Nanako's mom. Like that's nuts. That's also in that video game. Got to get it done. Got to take care of business. And also, you also have to help a weird creature that has gone beyond himself understand what self is. Like Teddy is Teddy like decided to become human so that he could meet people and they would like him. And like becomes a creature like becomes more than he is. Like unbelievable nonsense. Wonderful nonsense. And then you punch your friend in the face. But there isn't a point where you go, hey, you've got a lot of gay panic and you need to fucking work on that shit. Because we don't, Kanji's probably gay and we probably didn't help Kanji at all. We're only helping Kanji be like less angry about being gay, but he probably is, or queer, or polyamorous. There's something going on. Not polyamorous, probably. Teddy is cool. Yusuke just does not get anywhere or anything, and I don't know. I don't know if I can say poor Yusuke. Yusuke needs to take a good hard look in the mirror about what he's so fucking afraid of. But yeah. Also, I will say this: if you ever want to be really bummed out, the end animation video at the end of Persona 4 Golden is like a time skip where they all get back together, and Kanji is just dressed like a fucking nerd. And it sucks because I don't care that Kanji's like, oh, I'm less angry at people. I'm willing to show that I like I make stuff and I like knitting and I like all this stuff and I'm okay with myself. But he's like, I guess I don't need to look like a punk anymore. And it's like, nah, man, this sucks. Like, stop that. It's a bummer. See, here's the thing. Kanji doesn't really accept who he is. He accepts that he shouldn't be angry about who he is, but he also, like, just because it turns out that Naoto was a woman dressing as a man doesn't negate the fact that that Kanji was interested in Naoto as a man, and that's where a lot of his insecurities, because he ties in the more feminine hobbies that he has with being gay, and he, for some reason, culturally or whatever, can't accept that part of himself. Uh, the whole be a real man thing and all of that. It's so he doesn't really accomplish much, except he seems to accept himself a bit more. And then, oh, lucky, Naoto is a feminine, and then, like, you can have her wear a dress to hang out with you on Christmas Day. And it's like, well, that's like the female uniform. And it's like this, bleh, poorly handled. Not as, I mean, it's not Catherine bad, but it's poorly handled. The Persona team clearly does not have any ability to, like, have to do this well. They just can't do it well. They have seemingly no interest in doing it well. Uh, I don't really think Kanji is gay at all. If you think about it, he only thinks he is gay because he feels attracted to a girl that appears to be a boy in the beginning of the game. I mean, look, other people have said it better. In my opinion, just because it turns out that this high school boy is actually a high school girl does not negate the feelings and the interest that he has in her. Uh, it just it means that it could be that Kanji is queer and, like, is attracted to people more than he's attracted to gender norms. Like, that's totally plausible and within the realm of possibility and interesting to explore. Okay, and and it's like, I'm still interested in Naoto, and he's like, is he now interested in Naoto? And he's thankful because it turns out, he's still straight. I don't know. I don't know. There are bigger questions there, and it's very clear that they weren't interested in exploring them. But who knows? Gender is a construct. And also, yes, their views on, because that's the other thing. Like, the whole Naruto thing has not aged well and is not great, because it is, like, it is very rough, and just like, her whole thing of as presenting as male is because there are no great female detectives, and because she was already so young and people weren't respecting her, so to be a man. But then it's like, well, she seems to be most comfortable presenting as male. That that by the end of the series, she still is most comfortable in that way. So I don't know. I wish Persona 4 was better about that stuff. The anime doesn't at all. I mean, the anime, the first 24, so they make some changes to it's pretty faithful. They make some changes. They add a minor character who is a food delivery person, and that's an interesting minor character. The biggest change they do is they also add this, like, magical girl detective character, like, TV show, like anime, that Naoto or not Naoto, that uh, Nanako is interested in, and that's a very fun thing. But it's mostly like the hits of the episodes, are the episodes. So uh, it's pretty faithful to it. Uh, there's some added stuff here and there, but it's not really super added. All right, now we got to build some hands here. But it is, I think it's a good adaptation. I think it's a pleasant adaptation of the anime, uh, overall. And there's some extra stuff that's fun. They one point go and meet up with the weapon seller, the armor smith guy, and he's like, "What are you guys doing? What's up?" That might be in Golden. I can't remember. They might have saved that for Golden, but there's some minor characters that are just like, Wait, what? What's your fucking deal? What's going on? Mostly it's like, yeah, it's like the greatest hits. And there. All right. One hand done. This thing's turned out pretty cool. This underwater robot. I'll put it like that so you can see it. It's turned out pretty neat. We got one more hand to build. Then we'll be done with this. Move on. For Naruto, I think they just use a common trope in Japanese anime, where the girl uses chest wraps to hold her figure, to disguise herself as a man to gain respect. Yeah, I mean it's tropey. It does take it further with the trope in that her whole like persona, the thing you're doing is this kind of science fiction childhood thing that's also about a surgery to actually make her a boy, which is like, I don't think that the developers at the time anyway were thinking about how that was. They were not handling this properly. I don't think they were thinking that way at all, which is a shame. Uh, yeah, no, it's very fucked up that it's all like uh, the surgery element to it is like, because it isn't, oh, and also the thing is that it's not tied to I wish I was a boy, because it's I wish I had, because it's like, oh, it's not that she wants to be a boy, it's that she wants to be respected. And it's like, well, maybe it is video game. I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't know if they'll do a choice of persona of male and female, or if they'll just do the Fez thing where they just do a different story and do a truncated version of it. I don't know. Maybe they will for 6. Who knows? All right. It is that weird thing of like, you look at this versus the changes they're making in the Yakuza games, because they're like, hey, looking back, we realized this transphobic material we had in here, it doesn't fit our main character. He wouldn't be this way. He is so welcoming of other people and their lifestyles. He wouldn't be like this. This was a mistake we made then, and we're gonna fix it. And I think that's fucking awesome. I love that. Uh, different studios, different thing, whole different thing, but I think that's rad. So like I said, so some of that is Atlas, and some of that is the Persona team, and some of that is cultural stuff. But like, when you look at the queer population in Japan and what they're asking for in general, like, they're trying to make their voice heard more to developers, especially people focused on an international market. Like, hey, like I said, that it is nice to see that in Yakuza, that they're like being like, hey, this is the thing that we've been talking about, looking ahead. This is an opportunity we have. We're going to take that opportunity. All right, so this piece is not the right piece for fixing the issue I have here, but it will at least hold it in place. So I'm going to do that just as a temporary thing. Like I said, this is not right, but it will work for this. And then hopefully I'll find the right piece and put that in. Yeah. I mean, like I said, trans stuff is handled very poorly in a lot of media, not just Japanese media. Um, the concept of I don't even want to say this word, but I'll say it, trap and reverse trap uh, in uh, in anime and manga is just infuriating. The amount of that. It's one thing if it's, well, this main character is presenting as this way to, like, but it's like, it's just tied to jokes, and those jokes aren't great. Uh, but yeah, here is our completed, as we're talking about some heavy subjects in chat. Here is our completed underwater robot. I think he looks neat, or they look neat, I should say. I'm going to take a photo of it so that I can post to Twitter and uh, later. But I'm going to take a photo of it now, real quick. That looks rad. And then we'll box this up, and we will continue on building. And we're gonna do this Emmett little bag thing, this little little set thing here. We'll get Emmett from Lego Movie 2 and a big old heart, and that way we get our minifig built. So that's fun. I'm just gonna separate these out, make life a little easier. And then let's do that. I often just kind of take things apart a little bit here and there uh, to make it easier to transport stuff or store them long term. Nice and easy. So we'll just that. But yeah, that was a fun little build. It was short, quick. The 3-in-1s are nice because you get to do, like there's not a lot of pieces here, but we got, basically a full stream out of doing it because we built the 3 parts. That's pretty fun. That. And now we're going to switch to Emmett here. Folks that are just joining, thanks for joining me here. This is an afternoon stream, as I normally don't do an afternoon stream here with the Build with Bear workshop, but I am working tonight because I'll be at PAX next weekend, so I'm covering a shift. This was sent by Dermot, who was here earlier but had to leave. He sent me 2, which is very nice of him, and I'll be giving away one of these next month as part of the community endurance run for Giant Bomb. I'll be doing April 14th. I'll be doing a 3-hour stream where I'm singing songs and raising money. Details can be found on that in the Giant Bomb forums. It's probably the best way to do that. So we're going to build Emmett here, nice and easy. I have not seen Lego Movie 2. I will at some point. I don't go to the movies that often, so I didn't see it. We're just going to build a big old heart. That's fun. But yeah, I wanted to do at least one giveaway that was related to something that we do on the stream, So, have you created a set list? Yes. So, Epic Open World, I have my songs I want to sing, and of course, I'm keeping an eye on new songs that come out to add to it. So, I have the songs I definitely want to do, and then I'm going to have some goals for hey, if we reach this amount of money, I'll sing this song. And I've announced a couple of those. 2 of them are going to be duets with myself. I've already recorded myself singing, and then I will do a duet with myself, which I think is nonsense, but should be really fun. And then a couple of them are songs that I think are bad. They're bad songs that I don't want to sing them. So I am making it so if you want to hear me sing those songs, you got to give money. My goal is in the 3 hours is to raise $1,000, and that $1,000 song is terrible. Should probably redeem my free movie before it expires this month. Indeed. Yeah, so I haven't released the set list. I have a bunch of songs that I want to sing that'll just be fun that I've done on stream before, and then like I said, I have the challenge songs. And go and I think I've announced the first 2, which are oh, I don't have that. I don't have that info on me. Looked it up. It's in my Google Drive, so we'll just quickly take a look for that as we build this fun little heart. And sings. Twitch Sings spreadsheet. I have a spreadsheet for Twitch Sings. Looking up real quick. I'll just keep while it's building. This is so easy to put together, but it's going to look nice. Peace offering. Durman had challenged me to do this without looking at the instructions, which I guess I could have done just by looking at that, but whatever. I just built it instead. I'm not here for blind builds. Yeah, so $100 I'm going to sing Boys to Men, I'll Make Love to You. And at $200, I'm going to sing Papa Roach's Last Resort. And I say that I'm going to do Switch Sings probably like at least once before that. I'm not going to do either of those songs at that, so you won't hear those until that. But I have, at $300, I'm going to sing What Makes You Beautiful. So those are just some incentives to raise some money. Uh, and I can promise you that the $1,000 song is complete utter nonsense. Heading out for dinner. If I don't catch you before, see you at PAX. Harold, thank you very much. Yeah, I will be streaming Monday and Tuesday at 10 p.m. I know that's too late for you, so thank you very much, and I will see you in Boston. Um, thanks for hanging out today. And folks that are joining, do we run into an issue here? Okay. And, oh, no, that looks okay. Great. Papa Roach was one of the openers at the last concert I went to. I found them much better live than listening to their music normally. Yeah, I mean, look, Last Resort is just that a song that I don't necessarily have any like appreciation for, but I do think it'll be fun to sing it live in front of an audience, you know. And like I said, I'm trying to do stuff that I have a bunch of songs that I love that I'm excited to sing. Uh, and you know, we have the giveaway items, but like, yeah, it's like I don't know, I've got a bunch of cool songs, and then I'll just pepper in the ones that we do. I've got a few bonus songs. Like if we raise $1,000 and I want to raise more, I've got like two songs that I've never like. If we hit over $1,000 in the 3 hours, I'm not saying we will. If we do, suddenly I got to do something else that I wasn't ready for. I'll sing Sum 41's Fat Lip without practicing. I'll never practice that song because I don't want to sing it normally. So that would be watch me try to do some 41 song, you know. But I've got a bunch of songs in there, and I've got some extra songs to do. But I'm excited. It'll be a lot of stuff that people who've watched a lot of my streams have heard me do. Uh, I've got a good closer. I've been thinking about it. My $1,000 song I won't announce until later, but it is. I don't want to sing it. So, but if it's for charity, I will do it. And we are almost done with our little heart friend here. Our heart friend is done. There's Emmett's peace offering. Nice and easy kit. Very simple, silly little build. I forget where Durman got this, but he sent it to me. And I was happy to build it. But yeah, little, tiny, fun little thing. I'll do that. I'm going to take a photo of it. Camera. Great. That was easy. So we're going to get started with our Naruto in just a moment. But first and foremost, we'll go to the Naruto image. Hi, we've been streaming for about an hour. We're going to go for another hour, probably maybe 45 to 50 minutes. But I want to say thank you for watching. Obviously, I don't normally stream on Saturday, but I appreciate you being here for it. I'm going to quickly do my ad reads, and I'll get back into business. I always call them ad reads. But hey, if you like what I do here and you just follow the links on Twitter, consider becoming a follower. You hit the follow button, you turn your notifications on, you know when I'm streaming, so then you know when you can, when I go live. Consider becoming a subscriber. You could become a subscriber by with like cash money monthly, or you could use your Twitch Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you link it to your Twitch account, and then you have Twitch Prime, and then you can send me, you can make it so every month you use your coin, and you have to manually do that. So if you use Twitch Prime, make sure you manually renew that every month so that I can get the credit for it. and that would be rad. I appreciate that very much. I also have a Patreon. If you don't want to go through the Twitch system and you want to support me on Patreon, I'm more than welcome to do that. I'm going to see if the link works in the chat. It does. 2 nights ago, it was being weird and didn't want to. But yeah, that's my Patreon. I'm trying to hit $200 a month to help pay for the new internet that I'm getting next week. I'm getting it either way, but it would be nicer if it was more paid for by by my lovely supporters. My $10 Patreon supporters picked this kit for the thing that I build next. My $5 just get videos early, which is cool, and that's all my video stuff. That's the Let's Plays, the background and characters. Late on Thursday, when I'm done with improvised postmortem and I rip the Twitch stream and I'll put it up on my YouTube, they'll get that, and then everyone else will see it the next day. It's the least I can do is to send you people stuff a little early that give me $5 on Patreon. Try to be nice to it. I have a wish list. Let's take a look at my Amazon wish list. I'm going to copy it into the chat. It's also in the show description on YouTube. And we'll take a look at that and see if there's anything that stands out there that I'm like, hey, this is something I'd love to build. I put the Son Goku. Goku, the Ultra Instinct is out now. And is on Amazon Prime, so I put that up. That'd be fun. Some Lego sets that look cool. We haven't done Star Wars Lego in a while. Put some of that up there. Just a bunch of stuff that's available to build that I would love to build. And you could make it skip the line. I jump ahead. If people buy stuff on my wish list, that's what I build next. So that's stuff that's cool. I have a coffee, and any money I make through Patreon, through Twitch, money I make through. I am now monetized on YouTube again. I wasn't, now I am. So if you want to watch some videos on YouTube, all that money goes into me buying kits and equipment. So you can make a one-time purchase there. We have a Patreon, or not Patreon. We have a Discord. Join the Build with Bear community. It's nice. People post stuff that they're working on. People post their own Lego sets and model kits. And then real quickly, I'm going to promote Let Pat Play Uncommonwealth Video 3. It's a month-long series I do it every Monday in March where I play Fallout 4 and show you mods and cheats for it. It turned out really fun. This episode's cool, especially if you like Gunpla. I look at some Gunpla-inspired power armor that's really neat. And in the episode that I'm putting out on Monday, game changer. This mod is a simple idea that is a complete total game changer that I'm going to show off in the last one. And then also my background and characters this week is fun. The next two are also really good because I recorded one in advance because I'll be away, Boston. That's all that is. I'm just going to retweet my tweet that about to start this. I just want to do. I'm just going to tweet out that about to start Naruto. But yeah, thank you all very much for your support. Bits and coins also always appreciated. If you renew your subscription, make sure you click that notification thing so that we all can see that you did it, so that we can throw the Bear Cave emote at you and say thank you. Hump out through that Bear Cave emote in there. I always appreciate that. New emote is coming. There will be a new for $10 and $15 supporters. Tier 2 and Tier 3. There is going to be a new emote for you, and then everyone at the $5 is going to get the Lego Pat emote. I'm working on that. Not ready. Lastbrook just subscribed. Looks like today is 18 exactly. Lastbrook, thank you so much for renewing your subscription and letting the world know. Also, hi, Lastbrook. Welcome. Happy to have you here. So I've said this before. One of the things I'm most interested in building this is a Naruto kit. It is very similar to the kit, to the Dragon Ball kits we've built. It's Bandai. So it's going to be very similar to that. There is some sticker work somewhere. Yeah, there's light sticker work. Nothing too serious. Some eye choices, but also there's this chi here that are magnets. So this Naruto kit can like hang on your fridge sideways like a ninja, and that's rad. So yeah, so I'm like very excited about that. This is like gonna be a fun build. Should be pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Gonna keep my eye on stickers, make sure I'm doing stickers right. Uh, but for the most part, it's gonna be pretty straightforward. Lots of good color pages in here. This will not be the Optimus Prime kit, which was a bummer, and I do not recommend. I ended up taking Starscream off the wish list because I was like, you know what? I don't want to build that. I don't want someone to buy this for me off my wish list and then have me be like, this is bad. So no. We're gonna have two faces that we can switch between, but we'll get to those faces when we do it. We got our big old energy attack. So let's get some nippers going. And we'll get some snips made. I'm behind on Boruto. I didn't watch the last episode. Uh, they're getting into some storyline stuff, it looks like. But yeah, just hadn't watched it. Just a lot of anime out there, you know what I mean? Speaking of anime, now that we're in the second hour of the stream, I did mention before that I had been going back to the Persona 4 anime. I also I'm watching the Quintessential Quintuplets, and like the travel stuff was fine. That show was fine. It's nothing to write home about. Uh, I think like I don't care about the five girls equally, and I don't think I'm supposed to. I care the least about the Tsundere character, and I care the most about the Dedere character. I like Miku the probably the best, because she's just so cute and sweet and earnest, and I like that in a character. But I don't know. It's a fine show. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just not meh. Um, I think the guy's younger sister is probably a fun minor character that I think I like a lot, but overall, not super into the show. Still watching it. And then Endro. Endro is still really great. It's just really pleasant and fun. Just a fun series. It's not going to win any awards. People aren't going to write home about it. It's just a nice show with fun characters that are trying very hard. And it's a fun adventure show. And like, I like that. Uh, it looks like the other adventure series that are coming out next month, other than maybe One Punch Man, like the other stuff that is coming out is going to be like Insect Island, and like looks like it's going to be pretty brutal. Although there is one where like there's an island and magic exists there, or dinosaurs exist there, and so then magic happens. I don't know. There's something that looked like it might be kind of cool that I would be maybe into. We're just doing some hair assembly here. Some easy to put together hair assembly. All right, so we did that. Then, sorry, I just realized I don't know how this goes together. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. Great. Okay. There's a lot of Naruto hair, and it is all spiky. It's not as sharp as when we did Trunks, Future Trunks. Uh, that one was pretty spiky. The Super Saiyan version. That was pretty spiky. Uh, but I do like that this is all like very, what's up there? Uh, this is all just like simple and easy. Lots of layering, lots of tiny pieces that fit well together. I do like these kits. I think they're an easy, a pleasant build. I said easy, and I don't mean easy like simple, just pleasant. I think these are like nice, pleasant uh, kits to build. and assemble. I like Naruto. This is teen Naruto, looking pretty good. Building his head right now. And yeah, I'm into it. Said I'm not caught up in Boruto. I'm like one episode behind, but it won't be hard to catch up on that show. All right, we got our first sticker we got to put together. We got to put on. So we'll attach this head here. We'll take the hair off, and we'll do the sticker first, and then we'll do it. And I'm probably going to use my tweezers instead of my sponger, but I've got all my tools. Chat got quiet again, so I'm going to throw the Bear Cave emote in there. So if you're a subscriber, throw the Bear Cave emote. Let me know you're here. It's okay to be quiet. I understand that. We're going to go another, I'd say 45 minutes or so. But we'll go. I have this room till 6 p.m. I do want to end early so that I can wrap up and be a polite in case something's in here at 6. I should have asked if something was in here at 6. But I'll have to wrap up everything, move a table, pack up stuff. It won't be too hard. It'll be a lot easier to pack things up than it would be to set it all up. And I can also just, get in a big pile and dump it in another room. Go from there. I will have to wait until I get home to upload this for my patrons, but other than that, at Bill Gumble World through the Bear Cave emote in there, Lashbrook through the Bear Cave emote in there. Appreciate that. Pat, you mentioned you have an audition. What's the audition for? So, Epic Open World, thank you for asking. UCB Theater in New York has a team called Characters Welcome. It is a character-focused team. You rehearse, and every month they do a show, and you put up a new character that's new for that show. I was eligible to audition for that, so I auditioned with 3 characters. It was a 3-minute audition, so I think it was like a minute 25, and then like a real quick one, or a minute and change, and then a real quick one. I did that in my 3 minutes, and it was good. It was a good audition. I felt good about it going in. Who knows what's going to happen with it, but it's kind of one of the reasons why I've been doing the background of characters was to practice like working on characters. And in fact, my audition, 2 of the pieces were based on background of characters. So that was fun. I did a character that was a very quick version of this is a front. I don't know how to sell things here character, which is, a basic, simple character. And then I did the wizard who needs help with his online dating profile. And then I did a piece on a guy who can talk to ghosts that I did in a character class I took last year. That was probably my most successful, or at the very least, my favorite character from that class. So yeah, I felt good about it. Like I said, who knows? Can't make any predictions if I'll get it or not, but it would be nice to be on a performance team at UCB and work on some character stuff, do something a little different. Who knows? We'll see. All right, I'm applying some eyes here. Naruto's blue eyes. It would mean that things would change here a little bit because they rehearse on Thursdays in the evening. So I would have to give up my Thursday stream and stream another night. And then they meet one Monday a month. So I would have to give up one Monday a month. And I don't love that as a thing that I would have to do, but, it happens. Mostly it's because Thursday is the most of y'all watch on Thursday. So I would either have to do early, like way earlier than normal, which I don't really want to do, or like move it to Wednesday nights. I should say this. My April schedule is up in the air. One, because of this audition, like if it goes well. If it doesn't go well, like whatever. Like I said, I'm going to keep working and keep doing what I do. It's not the end of the world. I would like to get it, but if I don't, that's fine. Can always audition again. But another thing that I should mention is that if FiOS works out in April, I'll go back to 9 o'clock. So that's my goal, is when FiOS works back, I'll go back to starting at 9 and do 9 to 11 instead of what I'm doing now. Um, but even if FiOS does work, I'm going to keep the Tuesday to be 10 to midnight just because I don't want to like shake things up. So the rest of the month, my schedule is set. Like even if FiOS is working, I'll still stream at 10 p.m. on Monday and 10 p.m. on Tuesday. Uh, Thursdays are your most popular day. Yes, Chihuahua Pugs. Hey, I assume it's a paying gig, so getting paid is most important. So Epic Open World, it is not a paying gig. Uh, it is a house team, which means a lot of cool benefits at UCB. Um, uh, it is not a it is not a paid gig, but it is a chance to get my face out there to work on a team to be part of the community, um, and it will theoretically lead to other opportunities. It also allows me to join a job board thing because I will be a UCB performer. But uh, yeah, Thursdays, Chihuahua Pugs. Thursday is my most popular streaming night. Sometimes Saturday does well, but Thursday is my most consistent. Thursday is the time I started. When we go back to 9 to 11, Monday could pick up again, but Monday 10 to midnight Eastern time, of course, seems to have a stop. But some Thursdays we crack 30 viewers, which for me is, you know, really good. Uh, Today, we're obviously in the afternoon on Saturday, but Saturday night is actually kind of low. Saturday night will be the night that if I needed to give up a night and move it, I certainly would. Um, but with my schedule right now, if I have to give up Thursdays, it'll probably be Wednesday. And then, we're also always waiting for that job, right? If I can get a full-time job and I can stop working for Brooklyn Comedy Collective, which is my part-time gig, maybe Friday nights become a night I stream. Um, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on with me. And also, we do have the ability to do afternoon streams if FiOS works out. If I can suddenly stream in the afternoon, well, then I have all these options now that I didn't have before. So um, that should be pretty cool. Who knows, though? Like I said, April's kind of up in the air, except that I will stream 3 times a week, every week. That's my main goal is to continue to give you that 3 times a week streams, 6 hours of building a week, and then bonus streams when I can. That's the other thing. Because I don't know, I want to keep doing it. I love it. So, and I like doing the bonus streams. I think the bonus streams are really fun. Doing Hearthstone streams, a new expansion's coming, so I'll be able to show off some new decks from that. That'll be fun. All right, so we've got Smiley Naruto. This Smiley Naruto or No Smile Naruto. And I think we're going to go with Smiley Naruto. The other head's in there, but we're going to go with Smiley Naruto on this build. I love that this is plastic and not sticker. None of this is sticker. The only sticker on here is the headband, and I really like that. I much prefer that over anything else. We could have added eyes here. You can see them. I'll put them there. There are stickers for eyes. You can see those there. But I honestly think that the plastic just pops. Smiles all the way. Yes. Gotta get that bread or bag or whatever the cool kids are calling money these days. Yes, Chihuahua Pugs. That's the thing. Like, it would be a bummer to give up Thursday nights because y'all, uh, more people watch on Thursdays than another night. And, I am, uh, I would like to hit partner. I'm not expecting to do that this year. I'm expecting to continue as an affiliate and thrive as an affiliate and do good work. Uh, you know, we are in a unique situation where, hey, right now, 16 viewers. Incredibly pleased with 16 viewers. I also have 44 subscribers, and we consistently have more subscribers than viewers, which means that a lot of people support and they don't watch all that often. And a bunch of people, instead of just having a bunch of people who just watch and can't support, which is unusual and fucking awesome. I really do genuinely appreciate that. Uh, and I appreciate the folks that hang out and that's my big thing. Like, you can't support me on a monthly basis. You don't want to? Sure. But if you can be a member of chat, you can be a positive, cool person in chat and supportive and like keep it going. Like, hey, I understand that. I respect that a lot. Um, like I'm fine with that. So hopefully I'm bringing some entertainment to you. I would like to hit that, be able to apply for partner. That would be something that would be rad. But I'm not expecting that. And for those wondering, it's a certain amount of hours a month, it's a certain amount of hours a week, and it's a certain amount of viewers is when they say, okay, you can apply. And that doesn't mean you're going to get partner. It doesn't mean that that is once you do those three things, you can just apply for partner and you'll be granted it. But it's kind of a guideline. And I hit the amount, I hit 25 hours uh, in 30 days. I hit the as many streams or whatever it is. I forget what it is, a week, many hours a week or whatever it is in a 30-day period. I hit those things. It's the viewers. I just don't have the viewers consistently. I have good, consistent viewers, and I'm proud of that. I'm grateful for that. But I don't have the numbers I would need to hit right now anyway. Okay, so I need 6 and 9, or 8, 9. I just don't have the numbers I would need for to go partner. I can't always watch this but you can have some of my money when I do this stream. Always really help me chill out when I need to. Well, yeah, I mean that Fire A, you're not here all the time, and that's fine. Like, there are folks that are here consistently every stream, and that's incredible, and I am genuinely so grateful for that. There are folks that pop in now and again, and it's that thing where it's like, oh shit, Irbina's here or Fire A's here. Like, oh shit, it means just as much to me that people that like come back and hang out. We don't see Smash Mouth that much because Johnny lives in fucking the other side of the world from me, so he can't always come in. When he comes in, it means he has insomnia, and I'd prefer that Johnny not have insomnia. So like, it means a lot. It also means so much that Humbao and Durman were here when I started at 4 o'clock today. That means a fucking lot to me too. Um, Once you get partner, are you set, or do they review it periodically? I have no idea, Lashbrook. I think they probably review and give you like, hey, you're not. I bet they. I don't know if they review on viewers, but I definitely believe they review on amount streamed. Uh, because if I'm bringing viewers in, that's important to them. But I don't know. Like I said, I actually don't have a good understanding of what happens and if they revoke or they like you're going back to you got to get your numbers up or you're going back to affiliate. But it does mean so much to me, from the folks that are here every stream, the folks that are here now and again, to folks that just pop in a couple times that like it's awesome to me when people do raids and then someone just pops in for like, it's like, oh, I'll give you a follow. Cool. Or, oh, I'll subscribe today. Great. You know? And then after a month, we don't see him anymore. Like, it's weird when I look at my subscribers and I see names that I don't recognize. Like, that's always like, oh, yeah, I guess there are people who just, like, did it once because Tom Dyke did a raid, or Harold did a raid, or Mac did a raid. Like, there's a couple people. I've never had a huge streamer come in here. We did have that person who was just going to Twitch Sings rate that was just rating Twitch Sings, and then that was really that. I don't know if you guys were here for that, uh, but that was really funny because they came in at towards the end of it, and they were like, "Oh, nice," and I'm singing whatever, and it's like, "Yeah, we're just going to Twitch Sings and do whatever." I'm like, "Cool. Well, you guys might be interested because." Uh, I do model kit building and we talk about anime, and a bunch of people were like, "What? Oh, cool!" Because the person had anime in her name. Like, it was normally like it was like a multi-purpose thing, but they did a lot of anime talk, and it was really funny because like of all the people to raid randomly, like there were a few folks that were like, "Oh, cool!" I love that. Um, Fire Ice says, I know a couple of streams that were dropped from partner after the greatly slowed down streaming or stopped for over a month. Yeah, I mean that, and you know what? That fine, that makes sense. Like the benefits of partner, like they're not in the. It's a business. This is a business. Like I respect that, understand that. Oh, that sticker turned out all right. Show it there. Turned out pretty good. I get that. I have no qualms and no problems with them needing to like make that money. And if I'm not bringing in that money, then like I shouldn't benefit for a cool jacket at PAX or access to their lounge or whatever the fuck they're doing. Although it would be cool to like do a signing at PAX. Be pretty neat. Instead of, even though, hey, if you want anything signed at PAX, just come up to me. I'll sign it. But like you know what I mean? Like doing that like appearance at the Twitch table sounds kind of fun. Uh, do anything? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, within reason, Lashbrook. You know what I mean. Don't want to get anybody in trouble. But just promise me this. This is the thing that like I have hey, I have friends who have gone on to do cool things in the world and are now famous-ish. Uh, this is not a humble brag. This is leading into a thing. Um, I don't ever expect to hit this level, but if I'll say this now so it exists on the internet and then I can refer to it. If you're gonna take my signature and get it as a tattoo, if you're gonna go all, my friend Chris has got Morrissey to write in his arm and then got that tattooed. Morrissey's tattoo is on his arm. Tell me so that I do a good job of making it very clear. Because I don't, because my penmanship is very bad. I'm not saying don't do it because it's your body and your choice, and I'm never going to tell you not to do something, even if I think it's a silly idea. But I am going to say, if you're going to get a tattoo of my signature, tell me so I do a good job with the signature. Pat, I need to go grocery store. If I don't catch a stream before, then good luck with League of Heels. I'll be watching. Thank you very much, Epic Open World. Uh, I appreciate that very much. I'll be streaming Monday and Tuesday, 10 p.m. to midnight. If you can be there, that's always great. It's always nice to see you in chat. But if not, thank you so much. And yeah, please watch the League Heels panel. And on Thursday night at 9 o'clock, watch Improvised Postmortem, twitch.tv/PAX3 if you can. We're going to keep going. We got some more time. We got at least 20 minutes left. Lashbrook says, the logistics of trying to sign a Gundam will be funny. Yeah, I guess I could sign like the wing if it had a wing on it, like some sort of extension. Uh, it would be kind of hard logistically. It would probably have to be like a high grade 1/100, and I could take a piece off the leg and sign that, something like that maybe. I'd sign a fucking Gundam. That sounds cool as hell. Man, I'm glad I didn't go to Emerald City, because I would have been exhausted leading into PAX. But I also wish I had gone because there was some cool stuff at the old Bluefin. Um, but I will have. I'll at the very least I know I don't know if I don't think I'm going to San Diego Comic Con this year, but who knows? I can't necessarily rule it out, but I do know that I will take a I'll buy something dumb to build, something big and dumb at Bluefin, um, at New York Comic Con because I'm definitely going to go to New York Comic Con, even if it's just for a day uh, or two. I'm going to go. I have a pitch to do. I'm going to pitch a panel for New York Comic Con. Um, so I don't know if that will get accepted, but I'm going to pitch it. So we'll see. We can put a head on. Where'd our head go? Anybody know where did our Naruto head go? I had it. We built a head. Oh, okay. I put it in the box. I don't have my sheet. I don't have my collector here. I wish PAX was the weekend that I'm not sure I'll get to catch. Was this weekend and stuff. I'll definitely watch the recordings, just not the same as live. Fiery, I totally agree with you. Yeah, it is next weekend. Um, and I understand sometimes you can't watch stuff live, but it is better live. Uh, my panel I will put on my YouTube, the improvised postmortem, and then of course later we will have a recording that will look better than the Twitch stream. Although the main feed Twitch stream is good. Those people work hard. Um, but like mine, you won't see picture in picture. Honestly, the my Twitch stream might not even show the images at all, like the text at all. It might just be our bodies, which is fine. Uh, I'll be okay with that. But I would hope that they would, you know, look at our faces and stuff, and also like do picture in picture with the name of it or whatever. But who knows? Can't make them do it. Can only ask. But the main crew is good. But yeah, the League of Heels. What I was going to say, Eric's Canius's video of the League of Heels will be way better because he'll be able to edit things together and he'll have looked at it. I may have assembled. No, there it is. There it is. All right. There's Naruto and his head. It's weird. It is weird assembling people because a Gundam without arms and legs is fine, but this feels weird, right? Uh, Chihuahua Pugs asks, "Are you guesting on any of the panels?" Yes. So at 8:30 on Saturday, I am doing Dave Lang's Let's Rank It. That will hopefully be audio recorded. I don't think he's going to video record it. He could. It is not in a streaming room. Um, But I am doing Lang's panel. I did it at PAX West and I had a great time doing it. So I'm doing that again. But that is the extent of my other panel. So I'm doing 3 panels, which, considering that I'm running a booth, that's enough panels. PAX West was tough uh, doing everything and including doing like the Lego challenge, which I enjoyed doing a lot. But at this point now, there there is there's a thought in me that I could do a good job of doing um, uh, Build with Bear Workshop live. I could do a live version of this and have fun with it. It would definitely be a Lego build. The Lego challenge was a nice way to get around the idea that I wasn't big enough to just call the panel the name of my Twitch channel or Twitch stream. But now I think I could pull it off. Uh, I went and bought a cellular data thing for my laptop in case my grandmother's internet Wi-Fi isn't good, but I'm also kind of afraid of the bill. Yeah, Fire. I mean, I don't know. You could probably do the research on that. Um, but I appreciate you like, yeah, that could add up. You might want to do some, uh, just like take a look and see how much data a panel is actually going to be if you watch something like that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, that's always a good time. I'm always looking forward to PAX, just seeing my friends, hanging out. Haven't seen Aaron since uh, when did I see Aaron? Oh, I haven't seen Aaron since San Diego Comic Con, so it'll be good to see my boy, see what's up with him. All right, so we did that. We did this. These instructions are the color. I mean, this is black pieces, so but like this black and white is a little tough to read. Also, I am used to having big lights for my green screen, which does give me the benefit of having some pretty bright light when I'm building. I do benefit from that greatly, and I guess I'm used to it now. I'm spoiled by it, I guess. But yeah, that little mobile thing is nice to have fun. I've been so lucky that Wi-Fi has been very good at the convention center stuff we've done for PAX, because we have a square reader on my which I use on my iPad Mini. I have an old iPad Mini that works just fine for what we're using it for. But what I have to do is I have to um, I run that on Wi-Fi, and then I could hotspot it to my phone if I had to, because this iPad Mini is Wi-Fi only, so I don't have a data plan for it. Um, so I would do that if I had to, and it wouldn't take too much to run credit cards, but it is nice to have it just like exist and be there, especially if I have to like leave the booth. Someone else can just keep using it. Charge credit cards. Gotta make that money. Gotta sell that merchandise. Gotta do some silly things with it. 15. Let's see here. Okay. So working on our arm. The square things are pretty awesome. Yeah, I have an early one. There's the other version that's Bluetooth that you can just plug in, like the chip. We just have the little one that goes in the audio port, which on my Mac or my iPad Mini, I've almost never used it with headphones, so that jack works great. And then it's just like just swipe the card and process it. And it's very convenient for running a small business. I mean, when I say small business, I mean we're gonna do 2 shows this year minimum. We might do more. Uh, we're not gonna go to PAX Unplugged. I'm not doing PAX Unplugged. The only way that we would do PAX Unplugged, I think, is if PAX paid for my like Airbnb or paid for a hotel room. PAX put me up to make sure that we did a League of Heels show. I do a League of Heels show, but I like it. I might even go take a day trip down or an overnight trip, but uh, Xandra is rating with a party of 24. Holy shit. Hello, Alexandra. Hello, Alexandra's friends. Um, I'll put this here. That is a big old rating party. Uh, um, thanks. Yeah, hello, Xandra. Hey, folks that are subscribers here in the channel, uh, this is actually Naruto. This is the teen Naruto, towards the end of the original Shippuden part of Naruto. Throw the bear cave emote. It is Boruto's dad. Throw the bear cave emote if you're a subscriber to show all of Xandra's rating party, um, the emotes that she made for this stream. The bear cave emote and the Lego Pat emote were both done by Alexandra. Uh, and they are fantastic pieces. Yeah, so we're doing Naruto. We did an underwater robot, which I boxed up, so we can't show you here. But we built this thing. We had built the other ones because it was a 3-in-1, and we built this. That was earlier in the stream. This is a fun little robot with a little sea friend. So we built that, and now we're building Naruto. Um, for those that if you have any familiarity, this is a Bandai kit. Um, there's a line of Dragon Ball Super and Z and Dragon Ball, the original kits, and this is very similar. This is the only one. There's only Naruto. They haven't done anything else from the show, uh, and I felt like it was time to build that. This was actually on sale on GameStop because GameStop sells model kits. I mean, they're just trying. There's a report out there that they're going to try to do like experience stores because they're just trying to do whatever they can do. But yeah, uh, I'm behind. I'm not up to date on Boruto, but this is indeed Boruto's dad, Naruto. We're just slowly putting them on there. There's a couple stickers here. We did the headbands there, the Leaf Village headband, and then the spiral on the back of his gear. All right, so we got a hand done here, and then we'll get the top there. I'm doing a remote stream for folks that are new to the stream. I normally stream out of my apartment. um, in the evenings, but I am doing an afternoon stream because I am working tonight and I cannot stream out of my apartment right now. It's a long, annoying story, but right now uh, I don't get I get lots of drop frames and a bad connection and a bad time if I stream in the afternoon. So I'm doing a remote stream, and because it's a build stream, unlike playing a lot of video games, like I can just pack up all my gear in a backpack, run it off my laptop, which is kind of incredible. So when I go to Boston next week for PAX, I could theoretically, if things work out, uh, stream from my Airbnb, which is pretty neat. Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi right now because the place that I'm recording out of has a very nice, uh, robust, uh, private Wi-Fi that I have access to. I am very blessed. But yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi right now. No drop frames. Of course, low bit rate or whatever. I'm not streaming a 60 frame per second video game. I'm not doing Apex over here. But still pretty great that I can do all this. So folks that came in with Alexandra, uh, give me a follow if you like model kit building. We have anime talk. We talk about pop culture stuff. We talk about games that we're playing. If you like pleasant chats, we do strive to have pleasant chat room. Uh, my consistent chatters and streamer friends are all incredibly nice. Uh, we go with the Kate Stark method of starting with a nice community and then building from there. Thank you, Xander. I appreciate that. I never really thought about it, but does Airbnbs generally offer Wi-Fi? So Fire 8, it depends on the place. I have found that if you were in an apartment, often no. If you were just taking over someone's apartment, but if you're doing a room for rent, well, they have Wi-Fi and they certainly will give you the password. I stayed in a place that was like this guy owned the building and he just like made the floors different Airbnb room for rents. And that Wi-Fi was so terrible that there's no way I could have streamed. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even upload. I had to wait till I went to I was at PAX to like upload video. But when I was in Philadelphia, I did a stream from my Airbnb, and that was fine. Um, and the last time I was in Philadelphia, I actually had the whole apartment, and I actually was able to be wired because the router was in the living room, and that was really nice to have. Yeah, I mean, it all depends on the place, right? Some aren't going to have that luxury. Some are. Uh, like that's why I'm saying my Wednesday stream is kind of up in the air because I'm going to get there. I'm going to test stream. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, okay, we tried. I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'd like to be able to stream because it's fun. It's fun to stream on the road. It's fun to talk about like, getting set up and hanging out. And also, uh, a thing that the reason why I do this instead of playing some games is that building model kits is an incredible stress reducer for me. Uh, I feel great when I'm building. I feel great when I'm done. Uh, so being able to like work on that Lego pizza van that I have, I'm gonna build that pizza van on Lego and like calm my nerves for the weekend. So I'm hoping that it works out. All right, so it goes there, that goes there. But yeah, like I said, it's all up in the air. Who knows? I could show up and there could be no Wi-Fi, and I'm just using my phone. Uh, when I was in San Diego for Comic Con, I was staying on the company dime of Oni, the fine folks at Oni. Um, by Dream Daddy, the comic book Dream Daddy from Oni. It's a great collection. Uh, all of the covers were done by queer folks. All of the writing was done by queer folks. Almost all of the interior art was done by queer folks. I can't imagine Oni made any money off the Dream Daddy comic. You can buy it digitally through the Steam app, I believe is DLC, or you can buy it through their website, or you can buy physical copies at conventions. But anyway, the point I was actually going to say about uh, Oni is that since I was had a roommate and I got the very good internet, and then I was able to stream uh, from that because I was on good Wi-Fi, good hotel Wi-Fi. But at a convention like that, there were a lot of people trying to use the Wi-Fi, so I wasn't convinced it was going to work, which is why since I wasn't paying for the good Wi-Fi, I just went and got it. Because sometimes, as many of you know, hotel internet that sometimes is not good. I remember staying at a hotel that had free Wi-Fi, and it was PAX South. There is a very cheap hotel near the convention center in San Antonio, so I stayed there because I was trying to save money, right? Because you got to sometimes. So I tried to stay in this cheap hotel that had free Wi-Fi. Well, of course, the hotel was full of people going to PAX, so everyone was using the Wi-Fi, and it didn't work in my hotel room. If I wanted Wi-Fi, I had to go down to the lobby because the way the building was set up, like my room was just inundated with a bad signal, and I couldn't get it to work. And it was a little frustrating, but I understood why it was happening. There's just too many folks using the internet. And that's the thing at any major convention, the hotel stuff. Like, I have heard that the hotels around uh, the PAX convention centers, the hotels immediately around, have got like bring in better like Wi-Fi for that weekend because they know that people really want it. Because they gotta play Smash Brothers on their Switch in their hotel room. They got to. I don't know if that's what they're doing, but they're doing something. I just needed to upload videos from my many panels. I mean, I only have one upload I have to do. I have to upload the improvised postmortem after it, rip it off Twitch, and then upload it. I got actually Twitch Leecher, the program I use to download stuff. Um, I have to actually make sure that's updated because I only use it when I'm traveling. Because like this stream right now, I'm recording a local version that I'll upload to YouTube later. Uh, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned on Twitter, I think I mentioned in the stream, youtube.com/PatBaer. Watch my videos because now I can monetize them again. I'm not going to monetize the Build with Baer. Not that a lot of people watch them anyway, but just because they're direct rips of Twitch, I'm going to try not to monetize those because I think that's what YouTube didn't like, is that the majority of the videos that I was monetizing are not original content. They are original content. They're just Twitch archives, and I think that they apparently do not enjoy that. So I will try not to make them mad. Gotta put a sticker on. So let's look at a sticker here. Use our tweezers. Yep, we gotta put this here. I have a sponger I use, but I have this so my tools of the trade for folks that are new. I have snipper clips, which I have removed a band on to make them kind of loose. There's not a lot of spring back. And then I just have an iFixit kit that I use a lot. It's tweezers, some spongers. I put a screwdriver in there because some old model kits that I built involve screws, if you can believe it. And then I have a nice little sanding stick instead of sandpaper, which I don't use that often. But we're going to use tweezers on this instead of the sponger because these tinier things, when I do Lego, if it has decals, I'll just use a sponger or even the parts separator. But for smaller stickers like this, I often use tweezers. And this is just going to go on the shoulder. And does it have to be perfect? No. Am I good at applying stickers? Fuck no. But and then we'll just kind of push them together. We can even use the other side of the tweezers. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not trying to win a prize with this. I'm just trying to get it on there because they add a lot to it. I think, especially these Bandai kits, this Naruto kit and the Dragon Ball kits, the Figure Rise line. I think stickers add a lot to it. You know, you see, like, if you look at the Goku kits, well, having the turtle house, the Kame house, like, insignia on the back, or King Kai's symbol, I think really makes the pop. This what was otherwise just orange. So anyway, we're gonna do the right leg now, and we will have some leg stickers, which is weird. Is a weird thing to say, that we will apply stickers to create flesh color. It is a weird thing to build a kit of a person. I predominantly do Lego, like I'll do Lego sets of vehicles, and I'll do model kits of various, Gundams, Gunpla. But when it comes down to doing like people, it's weird. It's not weird. Um, so I'm gonna build this shoe here, but we are gonna wrap up soon. I only have this rehearsal space that I'm doing. I wish I could go longer, because I know that we just did this raid, and that always, it's people. The end of people's streams is when the raids happen, and I'm thrilled for it. Thank you so much, Xandra, for this raid. Uh, it is a bummer that it is towards the end of the stream, uh, because I don't have this space past 6. I got to clean up, and I want to be a responsible person here and not have someone like waiting. There might even be somebody waiting to come in. So I am going to wrap up in a minute or two. Uh, but yeah, folks, if you want to give me a follow, turn your notifications on. I will be streaming. I'll be continuing Naruto here on Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. till midnight. I do evening streams mostly. I am attempting to get better internet in my apartment so that I can stream in the afternoon sometimes. Uh, the whole reason I'm doing this is because I can't stream in my apartment before 10 p.m. right now, which is incredibly frustrating. Um, but yeah, I'll do a little bit of this leg, and then yeah, I'm gonna finish that up. I don't know what I'm building after this. I have a bunch of options. It'll probably be a Gundam after this, and then I will go to PAX and hopefully build one day for my Airbnb. But if not, then when I get back, I'll keep building. But I want to thank folks for joining me today. It was very nice to have you. Um, New people coming in, and of course, uh, many people who are just hanging out with me on a Saturday in what would end up being an early stream. We'll do one more sticker. We're gonna. It's a weird thing to say. We're gonna add some pale Naruto flesh, not flesh color. This isn't flesh color because that's not the default. It is just a sticker that signifies the color of Naruto. It is his skin tone. And instead of being a separate piece, they just gave me a sticker and are like, here, wrap this sticker around, instead of having it be black piece, pinkish piece, black piece. Instead, we do it like that, which is weird. But yeah, uh, that's going to do it for the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out, folks. New folks, hope you consider giving me a follow, checking out my streams in the future. If not, happy to have you today. Regulars, I'll be back on Monday night. Tell a friend, tell a stranger if you like model kits and conversation that is attempting to be positive and nice. We are a pleasant stream experience. Thank you very much. And for my folks, take care to you, homebound. I hope you also are following along and subscribing to Xandra. I'm learning so much about Mega Man games I've never heard of lately. So thank you very much for hanging out, everybody. And I will see you next time on the Build with Bear Workshop. Bye-bye.